In this training video, I'm going to cover how to request the document in Viva. So we are going to begin this training within the registration tab and then further into an actual regulatory action. So all requested documents must be requested within a regulatory action, or they must be tied to a regulatory action. So for this video, I'm going to do it directly from the regulatory action. So as you can see, I've already created a regulatory action. This one's for the entity change product transfer. I've got it in the plan state. One of the first things you will have to do when requesting a document is add a related specification. So we're first going to click here, add. And these specification numbers will be limited to the PLT long code that is associated with this registration. However, at this time, that feature is not working, so I want to show you how to work around it for now. So I'm going to type in the PLT long code, which I'm getting from the registration main page here. And I'm going to put it in quotations. So if you put it in quotations, it will only give you the specification numbers that are exactly associated with this fipronil. If you remove the quotations, you will get the list that's much longer, and it's going to include all items that might be part of that letter coordination or configuration. So you can see here we have a lot of other fipronil options, and so you have many other options. So you also could limit this down to look a bit more like this. And then your list is also a little bit shorter. So that's a few options to search for your specification number and get it down to the list that you are looking for. So for this example, I'm going to select this specification number and then click OK. That will add specification number here. I also want to add a production site. So this can be done in a similar manner. You can directly search or you can filter. So this is automatically filtered by active. You can also add additional filters. So if you would like to search for within a city or a location, so if I know I want to look just in Thailand, that will give me the 3 locations in Thailand. Okay, so we now have our related specification and our production sites added. If you need more than one production site or more than one specification, you can do that in the same manner as we did before. We're now going to move into the requesting of the document. So we're going to open this and hit create. This will move us directly into the requested documents page. And you can see here some of the information has been auto-populated from the regulatory action. So the specification number was auto-populated, and the location and the security zone were also auto-populated. So now we're going to begin by filling in the required information. And for this example, I'm going to use a letter of supply. So I'm going to select letter of supply. The location is Thailand. And this issued by is who you need the document issued by. If you leave it blank, that means you would like it issued by someone internally. So that would be Envu, someone from Envu. So I'm going to select there for this example. So when you select your due date, I'm going to select this for about a month from now. And then any comments that are helpful to the performer, you would place here. If the document type that you want to select is not in the list, simply click Statement and then type the type of document that you are looking for in the remarks. So if you were actually needing a letter of access, and then you could say something like C example. Since we are doing our letter of supply, we don't need to do that, but that is just an example of if you needed to add a remark. For the library template, we will be adding templates to this library that you can select from, and this will provide a standardized manner to upload documents. This is going to be an ongoing project and also something that we ask for your help with. So if you know of a group of standard documents that you use often, and we can add specific tokens to the document that can be replaced with various metadata, please let us know, and we would love to start adding those to our library to make it easier for everyone to use this system. For the example section, you will upload your example of what you would like the document to look like. So we will have a additional by the time this video is released, hopefully there will be a little button here that says attachment. And this will allow you to add examples directly from your desktop, and you won't have to upload them into the Viva library. So for now, I'm going to just select one from the Viva library. So as you can see, I typed in letter of supply for Thailand, and this gives me a good set of examples. And so I'm going to choose this example as what I would like the performer to reference when they are making this document. You do not need to fill in the performer field. This will be done by someone on our team. However, if there is specific notes to the performer, you may put those here. The requested document section will be filled in also by our team, and this is where the document, once it's complete, will be uploaded. This information also will be filled in at a later time. If the legacy document number is known and you think this is important, you can add that, but it's not crucial. So we will hit save. And as you can see, we have an error message here. So the system is going to not allow anything less than 45 days. And this is because it's going to take this long to issue certificates. It will take closer to 60 or 90 days. So we need this time. So please add that into your planning as you create your document request. Okay, so now you see here, this is our request. And it's very important to check over your entry to make sure everything looks correct. If something is wrong, it adds time not only to our end, but also to your end as the requester, and then will ultimately add time to the certificate or the document getting issued. If you do see an error, you can simply click the pencil and change whatever data you need. So in this case, maybe I realize I don't need the PDF, I actually need the original document sent to me. So you can change that and click save. The last thing that is important to check is the trade names. In this case, there are 2 trade names associated with this product, and so the validator needs to know which trade name you would like used on your document. So these are both very similar. Their only difference is they're separated by a space. However, that can be important. So select which one is important, and that will be added here. All right, that is all that is needed to be done. The last section I want to cover for this how-to guide is looking through and checking on the status of your request. So we are now in the Requesting Document tab, and you can see here a listing of all requested documents. So there is currently 1,246, and you can quickly filter if you would like by location. So I'm going to just continue with my example of Thailand. So I can quickly see here I have, there's 38 requests for Thailand. Now, this might be something that I want to see and check on often. So I'm going to save this view as the requested documents for Thailand. So next time I'm in the system, I can come directly to my requested documents for Thailand and see everything that is currently open, canceled, pending in all various states for my country that I am a registration manager in. However, I'm really not interested maybe in the ones that have been closed already. So you can see this lifecycle state, all of these have been finalized already. So those aren't too interesting for me. So I'm going to look here, this is lifecycle state. So I want to add that to my filters. And I just want to look at the ones that are under preparation, pending, or sent to legalization. So I can now see essentially the documents that are open. So I'm now going to save this as a new view. So I've titled this Thailand documents that are open. Then it might also be important for me to see when they were last modified. So I'm going to add a column here. And that will show me the modification date. And so if I filter these from most recent, you'll see that this was the request that we just created in the previous video, and it is currently in the lifecycle state of pending. And as the document progresses through the states, you can see the lifecycle states will change. So this is now under preparation. And then you'll notice that the document actually disappeared from my view. So that is because, you remember, we filtered out all documents that were finalized. So now I need to go to my other requested documents view of all documents. And I'm going to add my column of modified again. Once the document has been finalized, a notification will be sent directly to you, the requester. And so you can see here it is now in the finalized state. So then the document is also linked to that regulatory action we created. And so if you return to the registration and go to the requested document section, you can see the requested document here, and you can simply click on that to access the document. If this column is not showing up for you, remember the option to edit your columns and make sure the requested document has been pulled over. And is located here.